Welcome to the Skein Witch YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Alicia, or Allie for short. If you like talking knitting, crochet, and all things crafty, definitely subscribe to my channel and follow me, my pretty. Hey, my pretties. How are we all doing? It has been a very hot minute since I have recorded a podcast. Welcome to Podcast 7. If you are new here, my name is Alicia or Allie. I live on Long Island, New York, and I am a hairdresser by day, crafter by night. If you aren't new here, you could tell that this is a different setup. I am super excited to show you guys my beautiful Skein Witch sign. Let me know if you all like the setup. I am so excited about it, so definitely let me know if you all like it. So let's hop right into this podcast here. It has been, as I said, a minute. I rewatched my podcast, which was posted 2 months ago, and I have noticed that a lot of the things on there I am no longer working on. I will catch you all up. The reason why I haven't podcast in over 2 months is because I am a very slow knitter. If you don't know, I am new to knitting. I am very slow. I feel bad coming on here and showing the same work in progress every time, but if you all are okay with that, then I will start podcasting more frequently. I did say I was going to do once a month. I probably should stick to that. But yeah, let me know what you think. I talked about the pattern from Lions brand. I am no longer working on that. I have no idea where that went, which I'm kind of happy about because I really didn't like the yarn that I was using. And that project was actually for one of my clients, but I decided that I am happy that that project is gone. I don't know where it is. And I am definitely going to go out and buy real chunky red yarn and make her a proper chunky red hat. Obviously, it will not be for this season because the winter is over, but I will definitely make it for her for next season. And I have to make sure that it's good because she waited a whole year for it, so I'll have to do that. The other thing, I was working on the Battenberg squares, granny squares for the Battenberg blanket. I have not worked on those squares in a very long time. I still have the ones that I made, and since the last podcast, I have not made any more. So I keep saying that I'm going to start doing like granny square Sundays or something, but I just haven't gotten around to it. So yeah, those two projects I am not working on anymore. But let's go into whips first. So my current whip, which I talked about on the last podcast, is this festival sweater by Petite Knit. And I love this sweater. I think that it's so fun to knit, but now I'm on to the sleeves, and I think I've done the sleeves wrong. Like I did the decreases wrong, and now I'm just very upset with it, and I think I want to frog it and start all over because now I'm being really snobby about it, and I could tell like there's some issues that I've made, and I just keep looking at them. And I'm like, you know what, maybe I should remake it. And I think that I would maybe even go down a size on it. This is supposed to be kind of like an oversized sweater, but it is like extra oversized on me. So I don't know, maybe I'll go down. And I just think I need to start over, you know? I don't know. It's been sitting in my yarn cart for a little while because I really just don't know if I want to restart it or not. I've worked on this thing for a really long time, so I will be really upset if I end up frogging it. But I guess we'll see what I end up doing. So that is the festival sweater by Petite Knits. My next work in progress, which is also something I will be frogging because I messed it up and then I haven't gone back to it. I went away on a short weekend trip with my boyfriend, and I started working on some socks. These are in the colorway Bloody Valentine by Mace, Skeins, and it is such a beautiful colorway. But I ended up taking these to work with me, and I started doing the heel flap at work, and then realized that I screwed up somewhere along the way, and I tried to go back, but at this point I think I'm just gonna rip it back and start the heel flap over. But yeah, I mean, but this colorway is gorgeous. So yeah, I need to frog this and start over again. My newest work in progress that I'm very, very excited about is right here, which I have been currently like crazy about, which I haven't gotten to do any work on it today because I have been cleaning my room. So this is the colorway Monster Mash that is made by Mace Skeins, and this is Wisteria Diablo yarn from Hobie. They're held double. And I am making the pattern 100% That Witch Tusky Mountain Fibers. I probably pronounced that wrong, but I found this pattern off of somebody's Instagram, I forget who, and when I went to go buy the pattern is actually free, which is mind-boggling because this is a beautiful sweater. So of course, as soon as I finished my last sweater, I was like, I need to get on this sweater because it is stunning. So I am using, like I said, Monster Mash held with Wisteria because I do believe it's a DK. I think it calls for DK. Yes, it does call for DK. Monster Mash is the body, and then you need 2 contrast colors. So I will be doing Shadow Cat by Mace Skeins, and then I am going to hold that double with, I think it's just black Diablo yarn from Hobie. And then the contrast color, the second contrast color is just going to be a, I think it's just a white, hold on, I'll grab the skein. And then the white that I'm going to be using is this Eco Superwash fingering weight, and this is just Bear, like the colorway is Bear, and it's from Knit Picks. So it's just literally a bear skein. It has nothing to it. And then I'm going to hold it with a white, again, I think it's Diablo yarn from Hobie. So yeah, that is my current whip that I have been crazy about. I'll make sure to link everything down below. I'm not going to go like too crazy with doing the description because I know a lot of people don't even read it. So if I do miss anything, you can definitely just leave a comment and I will let you know anything you want to know. So just ask me. Like I said, I don't want to do like a super long description if no one really reads it because I don't think anyone does. So now we can hop into finished objects, which I'm so excited. I said it before, I did finally finish a sweater. This is my first time actually finishing like a top garment in knitting, so I was really, really excited about this. Here she is. So this is, I'm so excited about this. I don't know if you could see that, but this is the tulip sweater. Well, I keep calling it the tulip sweater. It's just Tulip by Melody Hoffman. And I made the cropped version. And this is in the colorway Sweetheart by Mace Skeins. And it's also held with Ballet, I believe it's called, Alpaca Blaze from Hobie. I do have to tuck in this end here, but I did everything else, and I do need to block it as well. I have not blocked it, so I'm very, very excited. I think that the next episode, hopefully if it's not too hot, I will wear this finished and blocked. I only finished this like 2 days ago. I ended up having to go in and add more rows on the body because I ended up making it way too short and it kind of laid like right under my boobs. So I figured that even if I blocked it, it probably wouldn't grow that much. So I did add a few more rows. I mean, it's still a little short for my liking, but if I wear it with high-waisted pants, I figure that it would be okay. I did do a few modifications. I switched up the arms. I made the arms a little shorter. So these only go up to like my elbow area, I guess you can say. And I also did the scalloped hem on the sleeve, whereas the original pattern just called for doing like a regular ribbing sleeve. I was super excited to actually finish this, and I'm super excited to block it and finally wear it because that's going to be great. But yeah, that's my only finished object. See, this is what I'm saying. I am such a slow knitter. It takes me forever to finish something. Okay, so I'm gonna do my acquisitions, and I'm not gonna go too crazy with acquisitions because, as you can tell, I've been doing a lot of haul videos lately because I have been buying a lot of yarn. If you haven't seen any of my hauls, I have a whole like hauls playlist, so definitely check that out if you like watching those kinds of videos. But yeah, I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. My latest acquisition is from Moon and Yarn. I started watching the Woolies podcast, and I was like binge watching it for a little while. I have to catch up. I still haven't finished all of the podcasts, but I love watching them. I love Lock Knits and I love Brienne. They are so cute. So I did end up getting the Woolies pin and sticker, and then I got some Moon and Yarn stickers and a Lock Knit sticker. I'm super excited about this. I love stickers. I just never know where to put them. But yeah, if you haven't watched the Woolies, I think you've been living under a rock. Definitely go check them out. I love seeing what they work on. So Haley is a knitter and Brienne is a weaver. Brienne does do some knitting, but she's mostly a weaver and she is amazing. I have a weaving from her. I have this weaving right here from her. It's her smaller weaving, but it is super pretty. I don't know why it's getting like blown out, but of course it's purple, and you know me, I love me some purple, so I bought this weaving from her. But anyways, I ended up, because I've been like dying over their podcasts of them showing like art yarns, I bought some art yarn. I was so excited about this. Here is this yarn here. I mean, tell me that is not like beautiful. And this is her tag, which is amazing. So it has 2 yards and it's 2 ounces. The name is A Little Bit of Everything. So that's that. Look how pretty. I love art yarn. Isn't it like so gorgeous? Like, look at all the stuff in there. I want to learn how to actually make this kind of yarn, because it looks so fun to do, and I love things that have like a little bit of everything, you know, that it just has like stuff. I don't know, I find it so pretty. So yeah, so that is this first one here. And then I got this one, of course. This is Purple Haze, and it's 2 yards, 2.3 ounces. How pretty is that? So pretty. So yeah, so these are the 2 yarns that I got from Moon and Yarns. Oh, and that actually brings me to, for my birthday back in February, my sister bought me a weaving loom, because I did show her my beautiful weaving from Moon and Yarn, and I did say to her that I eventually wanted to learn how to weave myself, so she bought me a loom, and I haven't really had the chance to use it until like a few days ago, and I have just been having fun. It's so much fun. I didn't expect it to be this much fun. But yeah, the kit that my sister bought me had like a starter pack, so I guess you can consider this a whip. I'm hoping that my sister doesn't watch this, because this is going to be for her, because this is my first weaving that I've tried myself, and I am going to send this to her eventually. I just have to sew in the ends, but this is my first weaving. It's not great, but it's not horrible, I think. I don't know. If you're a weaver, definitely let me know, because that is my try at weaving. I think I'm gonna take all of this white and then just cut it a little shorter than the purple fringe, so that way the purple and the white can have their own moments. I used this pink here was from the starter kit that my sister bought, and this purple here is a I can't think. It was all like little scraps that I had. I had this purple, then I have this white here. This is I can't even think of the names of these yarns. They're from a scrap pile that I had sitting around. Then I added Sweetheart from Mace's Skeins, which is the yarn that I used for my tulip sweater. That's my entire weaving. So I am dabbling. I'm just playing and seeing how it goes. Eventually, when I start to get maybe a little bit better, I will use some art yarn. I don't know. That is my first weaving ever. For not so yarny related, I only have one thing. And I don't know if it would be considered not so yarny related because it has to do with yarn. But the last podcast I was talking about a yarn or a project journal that I started. Well, I ended up going to a local yarn store and they had a knitting and crochet journal. So here is a proper journal rather than doing it in a notebook. I only have one project in here, and that is my vanilla socks on magic loop that I made back in January. Yeah, January. So it's cool because it has like the project, the recipient, date started, date finished, pattern, brand. Oh, I'm sorry. Then it goes into yarn used, brand, color, dye lot, amount, yarn notes, needle and hook size, gauge, and project notes. So I did just do like a little scrapbook thing. And then I did start on the tulip sweater here. I just haven't taken a picture of the actual sweater itself. I haven't taken any pictures of the finished project, which I will have to do. I just don't know where I'm going to take the pictures. Like, I don't feel comfortable taking pictures necessarily of myself, so I might just do, the sweater by itself. So that is not so yarny related, and that brings me to the end of the podcast. I want to make my podcasts a little bit shorter because I have noticed that you all like shorter videos, so I will have to work on that and not make my videos so long. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. It was good to come back and talk to you all about what I'm working on. So hopefully by the next time I see you, I have some finished projects to show you. But anyways, let me know what you guys think of the setup, the background. Definitely let me know. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!